Ma'am.
Sir.
Did you want to say something else? You said.
Or whatever you prefer.
Well, welcome back to our channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, we're going to be spilling some tea on who made the first movie.
We're going to take it back. If any of you have not watched our How We Met video, go watch that. This is going to talk a little bit more in detail about who made the first move, with what, who held hands first, who kissed who first, who initiated the kiss, who said I love you first. We're getting into all of it. We're going to talk about it right now. And
so, you're wondering who made the first move. First of all, comment down below before you even keep watching this video.
Pause the video.
Pause. Let us know who you think made the first move. Was it moi or was it moi? Who do you think?
I'll give you a hint. They're wearing a Be Good to People hoodie right now.
So, let's take it back. I think it was our...
We had been on a few dates.
we've been on a couple dates. Yeah. And it's funny because I think on the second date, we had gone like well into the evening and it was getting cold out and I remember us walking around and I had like a little blanket. See, I tried to be slick because it was cold and I had these gummy bears with the blanket. And so we were walking and I was like, do you want some of this blanket? And Jake was like, nah, I'm good. I said,
hey, look,
oh.
I wanted you to be warm. That was all I was concerned
was that what it
with. That
was?
was what it was. I wanted you to be warm. Wanted her to stay warm. She's small.
Oh, okay. Or you could say you just didn't want to be that close to me. That's fine too. We don't gotta lie to the people.
She smelled bad.
Oh, okay. So when he turned me down, I was like, okay, well maybe this isn't what the vibe that I thought it was. Maybe he's feeling something different. Okay, like I'll keep my hands to myself.
See, someone like her, as good looking as her, you gotta keep him humble sometimes.
Oh, he's laying it on thick.
Gotta keep him humble.
Yeah. So then we end up at this bench. We're like sitting by the lake, or this little lake that they had. We're talking more. We're sitting like this close to each other. And I still have the blanket and everything. Nothing happened.
Just a build up and a letdown.
Yeah, a big build up and a huge letdown.
Keep in mind though, that night, that was the second date. We covered that in our How We Met video. But the second date was a lot of talking. It was a lot of getting to know each other on a deeper level.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, something in me was like, yeah, tonight's not the night. Like, we're gonna have other nights. Like, I knew going at the end of that night, there were gonna be other nights.
Oh, you did?
I did. I felt that. You didn't?
No, yeah, exactly. Not when you turned me down.
Exactly.
I was like, maybe this is it. I don't know.
Nope. I knew I felt that there were gonna be other nights.
Okay. Well, fast forward. So that was our second date. So then we go into our third date. And I remember him asking me like, oh, like, what do you have going on this weekend? I think I was running a few errands, like getting my nails done and stuff like that. And I mentioned something of wanting to see a movie that had just came out. He thought he was slick, and he was like, oh, like he kind of invited himself. And he was like, we should see it together, or something like that. And I was like, okay, sure.
I'm nice like that.
Yeah. We do like a little pre-dinner before the movie. We go and watch the movie. Now, especially like in high school days, the movies on a date is like, it's just the expectation of like, maybe we'll hold hands, maybe we'll get a kiss, a lean in, something, a head on the shoulder, like, so the first move is gonna happen, it's gonna be at the movie theaters. We remember our teenage years, right?
We're not teenagers anymore.
You know what I'm saying.
As we get older, when I go to the movies, I go to the movies. I watch the movie.
Oh my God, such an old
man. But what did I do? But tell the people, what did I do at the end of that movie when we're walking out?
Well, before we get there, we're watching the movie, and you know me, I'm like waiting for whatever. I offer him some of my gummy bears, whatever I had. He said no again. I said, okay. Jeez.
I wanted to make sure you were nourished.
Okay. Now first you want to make sure I'm warm. Now you want to make sure I'm nourished. Yes. Okay, cool. So you're just looking out for me both times.
100%.
He offers me his, and of course I'm like, yeah, let me taste those. Not shy at all. And so we're just like sitting there the whole time and like,
Enjoying the movie.
and I'm like, you're not gonna hold my hand or nothing? Great. So the movie's over and we're outside, and I had like on a denim jacket, I think.
Denim, denim, denim.
It was the beginning of the year, so it was still pretty cold out. And I remember just us walking, and I was like, I'm cold. I was like, it's cold out.
And what'd your boy do? He went denim, 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 denim. Your boy counted some shoulders.
Yeah. And so I was like, well, finally, Jesus, I had to, for me.
Is that what you said to me?
Yeah, in my head,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wanted to say to you. I
Exactly.
was like, finally, it took for me to say I was cold for you to do something. And mind you, that wasn't even like, oh, I'm cold because I want him to put his arm around me. I was legit cold, okay? There was no expectation of anything. I was legit cold. But it took that. If I would have said that in the theater, you would have given me your jacket, huh?
No, I probably would have put my arm around you.
In the theater?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I should have said it then. Jeez. I mean, I was like, oh, okay, this is cute or whatever. I was like, oh, but it was perfect the way it happened. So, listen, if it doesn't happen the way you may think it should or want to, when it does, it'll be perfect.
And look, timing is everything.
Yeah.
It had to feel right and natural for me. I don't want it to feel forced. And like in that moment, it just didn't feel forced. Like she said, I'm cold. My arm naturally just
Swooped on
went around
in.
her. And that was that.
Okay, so after that happened, I think we were hanging out a couple of times back and forth to each other's houses because that's the only thing you could do during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we're like watching, I think we're like Real Husbands of Hollywood, and we're on his couch.
Pause. Great show.
Very great show. Recommend it if you're in the beginning stages of hanging out. And and it was like an L-shaped couch, so I'm on like the long part, and he's on the other side. And I remember just like eating my snacks, whatever, and my legs were crossed as they are now. And so I was kind of like leaning back, and he's like right here on the side, but kind of laying down. And I remember like as the night went on, he kept like getting closer a little bit. Like I felt us caving in on each other. And then like all of a sudden, he puts his hand on my knee, and I'm like, aww.
Butterflies.
there's been human touch. Insert hand on my knee picture here. I saved it. Little does he know, when it happened, I was like, oh my god. I snapped a picture of it because,
See, if I would have caught her, I would have kicked her out.
You could have kicked me out your house.
Gone.
Well, good thing he didn't catch me. I was slick with it, okay? Call me Slick Rick, okay?
I wouldn't have kicked her out. Some people take things I say very seriously. I'm not serious.
Yeah. So that was the first time. And then I think I remember I put my hand on top of his. So that was the first time we actually like held hands. And yeah, it was just like so, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was
like fireworks.
Yes. And really, till this day, that's how it is. Like, it's my favorite thing to do. Like, it was like, okay, we're finally at the hand-holding stage. So,
So then, it was almost right after that.
Yeah. And he did make that first move. I guess, yeah, you made both moves.
Made both moves.
Yeah, okay.
We go to Walmart together because it's quarantine, and Walmart was like one of the only places that was like open, really.
Yeah,
or
and that had
things
to do.
So we go to Walmart. We're holding hands at that point, so we were having fun at Walmart, holding hands.
Yeah.
She loved it.
We were like, you loved it too. Don't even try to fake the fun. It was like we were
cool.
little kids.
And we went, we got puzzles, we got food, we got a bunch of snacks, a bunch of goodies, a bunch of candy, all that stuff. Come back to the house, basically just veg out, start the puzzle, start eating. We didn't finish the puzzle that night. It was very frustrating. All the white pieces that all looked alike. It was extremely frustrating. Towards the end of that night, right? It was like before you left.
Yeah.
We've been holding hands. That was great. That was fun. But like I said about the arm around her, it felt right. It's always, if you've had a first kiss with somebody, it's always that moment where like you lock eyes and it's like, you feeling this? And then they look back and they're like, I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? And you're like, I'm feeling it. But it's all through your eyes. You don't say any of that stuff.
No, definitely. It was.
So it was all like, we were communicating like that, like telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was go time.
It was go time. Okay.
It was go time. I knew what that meant.
I sat up from like laying back on the couch. I was eating the gummy bears, and I turned to look at him, and it was like he said, it was like your eyes just met and you knew it's go time, in the words of Shane. So
I didn't even let her chew the gummy bear. It was like,
no,
nope.
it was still, yeah, it was still, I was still chewing. It was still in my mouth. So
I wanted a taste.
Oh, no, the gummy bear. Okay. Wow. Did it taste good?
Yep.
Finally happened. And you know, it's funny too. I don't know if it's just like the first kiss or why it happens on the first kiss, but like you find yourself kissing for a long time on the first kiss. It's just like
I think you
never
want to
ends.
test to be like, okay, is this right? Does this feel good?
Yeah, and then it's like I think maybe because it's finally happened. It finally happened. It's like no, we can just keep it going for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. It was a great first kiss. You know, the wait was worth it. It was worth the wait. So I think on that, then maybe I don't know, I wouldn't say you made the first move, but you know that 80-20 rule from Hitch, you know?
I went
like
80,
that.
she went 20.
Nah, I went 80.
You did not go 80.
Okay. We'll let him have the 80, okay? So you know us ladies have photographic memory, so I remember everything exactly how it was.
And then the first I love you. That was planned strategically by both of us for the same weekend.
Yeah, we both came prepared, not knowing either one of us was going to say it, so it was kind of a surprise.
We were both ready to go.
Yeah. And I think we explained it in our How We Met video, so.
That's where we stopped the video.
Yeah.
Was at the first I love yous.
Yeah. So those are our first. And if you want to know any other first, listen. But yeah, those were our first little deep deets. I'm interested to see how many of you got it right or guessed who made the first moves first.
I feel like most people are going to guess that I did, because it is kind of stereotypical that the man makes the first move.
Yeah.
Like let's talk about this for a second though. If I didn't make a move, would you have made a move?
No. But it's kind of like because you want to be courted in a sense. Like.
So we would have just ended up being best buds if I didn't make a move.
No.
You would eventually ask me?
Or I would have eventually like grabbed your hand or something like to progress things along.
You would have been subtle.
Listen, I'm tired of waiting, sir.
I was all about taking things slow.
No,
and I didn't necessarily prep you for that, did I? I kind of told
No.
you early on that I did want to take things slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I didn't warn her enough that like, hey, I'm moving slow.
Yeah.
I really want to get to know you.
And not that I was like trying to move fast
Yeah.
or anything, but you know, it was the connection was there. I knew we would be together.
Oh, you knew.
Yeah. So
She knew.
you know.
If you haven't seen more details on how we met, and you haven't seen our How We Met video, go watch that.
Well, I can't wait to read the comments and see what you guys thought.
Yeah.
And I'm also interested to know like who made the first moves in the relationships that you're in, if you did or if your partner did it, because I want to know all the tea. Okay.
And do you believe that men should be making the first move? Because I believe, like I did. I mean, obviously, I did it on my pace, which she wasn't a big fan of. But I made the first move. I didn't expect her to. But are we at a time in life where the man doesn't have to make the first move? But let us know what you think. Let us know your thoughts on all of that. And as always, we appreciate you stopping by.
Yes, we appreciate you. We love you. Don't forget to hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and...
You can ring my bell.
ring
Is that what you
my
wanted me
bell.
to say?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
I got it.
He got it.
I'm starting to understand the endings of these videos.
We'll see.
I normally kick it to her because she normally
But
knows.
he's got it. He's got it.
I'm getting the hang of it.
You know what he said. Ring that bell. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.